Welcome to Darlington Raceway for the weekend of April 5th through the 6th of 2025. This year, Darlington is celebrating their 75th anniversary. This weekend is the NASCAR Throwback Paint Schemes races for the Xfinity Series, Sports Clips Haircuts VFW, Help a Hero 200, and the Cup Series Goodyear 400. Last Friday, in the Truck Series Boys and Girls Club of the Blue Ridge 200 at Martinsville, with 35 laps to go, Caden Honeycutt would slide up the track, going for the lead, and rub against Corey Heim's tire. His left rear tire would go down and end his chances of winning the race. With 14 to go, race leaders Majeski and Honeycutt would spin out and also end their chances at winning. With 4 laps to go, Lane Riggs gets loose, but one truck of Lawless Allen got into him, helping him to straighten out and avoid a caution. Daniel Hemrick would pass Ankrum while that was going on behind them. Daniel Hemrick would hold on to get his first career Truck Series win. Tyler Ankrum was second, and Jake Garcia third. The standings after Martinsville are Corey Heim first, Ty Majeski second, and Chandler Smith third. On Saturday was the Xfinity Series Marine Corps 250, in what many described as an embarrassment for the drivers. Basically, no race should end like a demolition derby in this fashion. I will let the video clip speak for itself. The 88 car of Connor Zilich won Stage 1 and 2, but this is how Stage 3 went for him after unfortunate damage to his car earlier in the race. On the final lap, Tanner Gray takes the lead, and then Sammy Smith drives through him for the lead, and the rest is history. Austin Hill and Sheldon Creed avoided the carnage for first and second. Justin Allgaier managed to keep third place with all that going on. Justin Allgaier, Sam Mayer, and Austin Hill are your top 3 after Martinsville in the Xfinity Series standings. Last Sunday, in the 2025 Cup Series Cookout 400 at Martinsville, Denny Hamlin led a race-high 274 out of 400 laps to get his 6th win at Martinsville, and first in a decade at this track. With this win, Hamlin ties Rusty Wallace for 11th all-time with 55 wins. Christopher Bell was second, and Bubba Wallace was third for the second week in a row. William Byron, Kyle Larson, and Chase Elliott are your top 3 after Martinsville. The events for the Throwback Weekend at Darlington start on Saturday at 10:05 a.m. Eastern Time with Xfinity practice. Xfinity qualifying is at 11:10 a.m. Eastern Time, and both events can be seen on the CW app. Cup practice is at 12:35 p.m. Eastern Time, followed by qualifying at 1:40 p.m. Eastern Time on Prime Video. At 3:30 p.m. Eastern Time is the Xfinity Series Sports Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200 on the CW network. The final event of the weekend is the Cup Series Goodyear 400 on Sunday at 3 p.m. Eastern Time on FS1. The weather for Darlington looks hot, with highs for both Saturday and Sunday around 90 degrees. There is a 30% chance of rain forecast for Sunday, but overall it looks like a great weekend of weather for racing. In the 2024 Xfinity Series Crown Royal Purple Bag Project 200, Justin Allgaier led 119 of 147 laps for the win. Austin Hill and Cole Custer round out the top 3 from last year. In the 2025 Xfinity Series Sports Clips Haircuts VFW Help a Hero 200, Justin Allgaier is my pick to win and repeat as the winner from last year. Currently first in the overall standings, Allgaier has a 4.2 average finish at this track since February of 2022 with 2 wins. The most recent was in this race last year. Overall, Allgaier has 3 wins at this track in 2011, 2013, and the win last year. On the year, Allgaier has 2 wins and has 5 of 7 race finishes in the top 5. A very good start for the defending champion. The first wild card is Austin Hill. Hill had a very surprising win last week at Martinsville, escaping the carnage. Since February of 2022, Hill is averaging 7th at this track. This season, Hill has 2 wins, and like Allgaier, 5 of the 7 races have been top 5 finishes. The second wild card is Cup driver Christopher Bell. Bell is the Memorial Day weekend winner from last year at this track. Bell has been having a very good year with a second-place finish at Martinsville in the Cup race last week. This is Bell's first Xfinity race of the season, and including the Darlington win last year, he won his only other start at New Hampshire. So the fact that he was 2 for 2 last year is a very good reason why he is a wild card this weekend. In the 2024 Goodyear 400 at Darlington, Brad Keselowski would break his 110-race win streak and get the win. Ty Gibbs was second, and Josh Berry third. In the 2025 Goodyear 400 at Darlington, Denny Hamlin is my pick to win and go back-to-back on the season. In his career, Hamlin has won 4 times at this track: 2010, 2017, 2020, and 2021. With the win last weekend, I think Hamlin has the momentum to win again this week. My first wild card is Kyle Larson. Even though his average finish at this track since February of 2022 is 17.8, he does have 1 win in the 2023 Southern 500. In the next-gen car, which NASCAR started using in 2022, William Byron has the best average at this track of 10.3. After his win at Homestead, Larson said that he would have more career wins if they were still racing in the previous generation race car. I think Larson is such a good race car driver that he will figure out this next-gen car and win many more races in his career. The final wild card is Chase Elliott. How does Chase Elliott manage to be in 3rd place in the overall standings with no wins on the season? He is the only driver that has not finished outside the top 20 so far this season. Consistency is key, and Elliott has had that over the last 2 seasons. If he could translate that to getting more wins, he could be a very dominant driver. With that being said, since February of 2022, Elliott has an average finish at the track of 12.5 with 3 top 10s. Will he ever catch up to his father's total of 5 wins at Darlington? Only time will tell. It should be a fun throwback race this weekend. Let me know who you think will win this weekend and what your favorite throwback paint scheme was from the weekend. And as always, thanks for watching.